Ladies and gentlemen, story time. This is a Stegosaurus. This Stegosaurus was bought for my son for Easter. It looks kind of weird, like raggedy and whatnot, but there's a purpose to this. Everything in the world has a purpose. We'll get to that later. This right here is a Stegosaurus. This Stegosaurus is supposed to grow in water. Alright, I was talking to my boy, and I asked him, I said, "Do you know what faith is?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "You sure?" He was like, "No, what's faith?" So I told him, faith is the substance of things not seen, the evidence of things hoped for. He was like puzzled. He couldn't understand, so I had to break it down to him. I told him, I said, this thing, right, is supposed to grow in water. Do you believe it's going to grow in water? He said, yeah. I said, why? Because I was told it was going to grow in water, because that's what the book said. I said, that's interesting. So you believe this will grow in water? He was like, yeah. I said, okay, so the only way for it to grow is to put it where? He said, in the water. I said, smart boy. So I'm going to put this in the water. Afterwards, I was explaining to him that the same way that the water works on this Stegosaurus is the same way that God works in our lives. You follow the instructions that God gives you, and you get to live out the full potential of your life. It's no different than following this. This is the basic instructions before leaving Earth, right? I remember I heard it like that before. Basic instructions before leaving Earth. Basic instructions before leaving Earth. Or the good news, the gospel. It's funny how a lot of times, men especially, we don't follow instructions. And we wonder why we're so frustrated with stuff that we're trying to put together. Whether it's a stove, oven, a new cabinet, something of the sorts. We get frustrated when we're trying to put things together, but we don't follow the instructions. But we follow the instructions when it comes to things like this. Simple, little, minute things. Okay, put it in the water, it grows. Same thing with a seed. Put it in the water, it grows. It's just interesting to me. Something to think about. And the only way for it to grow is to be connected to a source of water, which is faith. This is how faith works. Faith is nothing more than this knob. This knob is faith, right? God is like the water. The only way to get to the water is to turn on your faith. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? The only way to get this to grow is to turn on that. You have to turn on that to get the water. But the only way to do that in the first place is to get your instructions. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Faith is the substance of things not seen. Do we know for sure? Do we see God every day? Not physically, no. I mean, I do, but not in the way you would think. I see God in the simple things. I see God in the simple things as the faucet turning on, the water coming through the faucets and giving us water to provide us. I see God in things like that. But I'm a different kind of guy. I'm a different kind of guy. But that's more or less what I was thinking of this morning. Something to carry with you this morning. Follow some instructions. Maybe you wouldn't have such a bad life. I'm not saying this only pertains to Christians, because I don't know how other religions work. I can only tell you what I know. I'm a citizen of the kingdom of heaven. Right? I'm a citizen of the kingdom of heaven. That's where I come from. That's where I come from. Other people, I don't know. Like, some people are Muslim, some people Jehovah's Witness, some people Buddhist. I don't knock anybody. I don't believe in any of that stuff. I don't knock anybody. This is my source. This is my instructions that connects me to my source. But this goes for all people in general. Follow some instructions and live a better life. Here's the thing, all right? Here's the thing, all right. This is a blender I got for Christmas. This blender comes with instructions, right? If this blender stopped acting right, I'd have to consult my instruction manual, right? Try to find out what's wrong with it. Did I do something wrong? Did I jam pack it wrong? Did I put the wrong things in here and whatnot? Did I not plug it in right? There's something wrong, right? I'd have to find out what exactly I did wrong for this blender of mine not to work. So why, when your life is going wrong, do you not consult the instruction manual? I don't understand that. I don't get the concept. Give me mine. I don't get the concept though. I'm sorry, but I just don't get the concept. I don't get it. We use these appliances when they start to not work, we consult the instructions. When our life doesn't work, why do we not consult the instructions? Question of the day. Something to think about. Either way, I just feel like these instructions were meant for the product to be used to its fullest potential. And if we don't consult our instructions, how can we live our fullest potential? I think people made religion something to just pass time before you hit the grave. I don't think people really understand the full concept of God and spirituality and being closer to God. I don't fault people for saying I'm a spiritual person. I don't, because I'm not religious. Religious people don't follow. Religious people follow other people. So, that's just me. I don't know, man. I'm just rambling. Am I just rambling, or is this God using me? I don't know. You make your own decisions. Either way, I hope this helps you in some way, shape, or form, alright? Peace!